The stock having a very strong year. What are you expecting from this report?
Yeah, I would certainly say we have a favorable bias on this report. Now, I think the first phase of this year really reflected the PC bottoming thesis, and the latter phase that really kicked in on the last earnings report was expectations that Dell would benefit from AI. And I think both of these are going to continue to drive the stock going forward. Specifically, PCs sound like they're suddenly going to return to growth. But this is facing a very difficult 2023. And the more interesting element, and what we'll really be listening for tonight, are the contributions from artificial intelligence. Last quarter, Dell disclosed that 20% of its server orders were coming from AI platforms. That was a big surprise at the time, and we're looking for follow-up for it.
Yeah, I've heard other device makers saying that AI can really change things, including HP Inc., when it comes to their laptop business as well. Something I want to hit on. You mentioned that companies are trying to at least give investors the sense that growth is going to reaccelerate, but I'm looking at this quarter. When it comes to consumer PC revenue, that's supposed to decline 16% according to Street Account. When does this rebound happen, and what's the catalyst for it?
Yeah, and I think the catalyst is simply the comparisons. The year-over-year comparisons are beginning to ease. So we expect that we'll see steady improvement in these trends. So if we're down 16% this quarter and we're down by single digits or flattish in the next quarter, that's improvement. That's really what investors have been looking for. And the setup suggests that in calendar 24, we go to low single-digit growth in PC. This is not awesome, not a growth story, but definitely better than the double-digit declines we've seen in the past quarter.
Right. Dell is the third largest PC maker globally, competes with Lenovo, Apple, HP Inc., as I mentioned. Give us a sense. What's the competition like right now to not only get this PC business on the consumer level, but also on a business level? And how do higher rates impact all this?
Yeah, well, one of the key points about Dell is that it is biased towards commercial PCs and not consumer products. So it is much less susceptible to the essentially consumer whims and the macroeconomic, whether it's employment and purchasing ability by consumer. So it's really that enterprise bias as 3/4, almost 80% of its PC business. So it's going to trend much more with business needs. And so the thesis Dell's been promoting is that as AI initiatives are embraced, that will drive somewhat of this better PC performance for them. I'm a little bit skeptical that that's the near-term driver. I think that's more of a longer-term driver. But this bias is what makes Dell different from many of its competitors.